swing. Thank you, AJ. Nice job, nice job. So I'll put it together now.
I'm Alex Pendleton. I'm the Department Chair for Music and Performing Arts here at the Dennis Yarmouth Regional High School, as well as one of 2 band directors. And I also direct the marching band, the jazz band, concert band, and oversee the color guard, winter percussion, and winter guard programs. I started teaching at Dennis Yarmouth in the district in 1999. I split my job between 3 different schools. I traveled from Mattakees, I taught there in the mornings, and then I came to the high school and I would teach some general music classes. We used to teach a class called Music in Our Lives. And then I would go over to John Simpkins and I would teach the 4th, 5th grade band program there. When John New retired in 2003, I came over here as full-time band director and took over the program. So when I first started working here in '99, there was no jazz band at the high school. And when I became the band director here in 2003, there still was not a jazz band. It wasn't until the year we went on the block schedule, the 4x4, 8-period schedule. That's when we had the opportunity to offer jazz band as a course. And it's blossomed over the past 10, 11 years. I think currently we have about 20 students in the jazz band. We've had as many as 24, 25. It's a big band, so you're going to have altos, tenors, bari, trombones, trumpets, and then a full rhythm section, which would consist of bass, guitar, drums, piano, vibes. Depending on the year, we might have some flute players, may have an occasional clarinet player. But the goal of the jazz band right from the start was we didn't want to have a band that played jazzy music. We wanted to have a traditional jazz band, which would consist of that strict instrumentation. So, you know, anywhere between 18 and 25 would be the typical amount we'd have for a big band jazz band.
I'm Tim Curran. I started jazz in 6th grade and I started playing the alto sax in 4th grade.
I'm Wyatt and I started playing jazz in my 9th grade and I started learning bass in my 9th grade.
I'm AJ. I started jazz in 9th grade and first learned the drums at 6th grade.
Well, I'm Noah. Joined the jazz band in 6th grade. Currently playing tenor sax. I used to play alto. And I started playing in 4th grade, but 10th grade for tenor.
My name is Alex Ryan, and I started playing trumpet when I was in 4th grade, and I started playing jazz when I was in 8th grade.
We're called to do gigs all over the place, whether we send a small combo or have a big band. I would say we probably have about 4 to 5 concerts a year. In terms of what style of jazz we like playing the most, what I like teaching the most, I love it all. I like teaching music that the students are really going to enjoy. When they're passionate about it and when they take ownership of it and they have the excitement to bring it home and practice, then those are going to be some of my favorite pieces. In the past, they've generally been more of the music in the style of funk, Latin, or that kind of traditional big band. Sometimes the students surprise me. I'll pass out a piece that I think is going to be a big winner and they don't like it, it's a flop. And so if it has educational value, I may push it and we'll work on it. And other times I'll say, all right, fine, if you're not passionate about it, there's a million other pieces we can do. It doesn't hurt my feelings. But generally, over these years, I've gotten good about picking literature that the students really enjoy and they put a lot of work into. In terms of what my favorite pieces are, we've done one of my favorite pieces, and I've done it almost every year, is an original piece called Dance Like No One's Watching. It's fun to play, it's challenging. To the audience, it sounds really difficult, and it's this Latin piece that you almost can't not dance listening to it. Another piece which is a lot of fun to play if I have a good guitarist and a good lead trumpet player is Chuck Mangione Feels So Good. The other thing I really enjoy doing with the jazz band is incorporating vocalists. I'd say about 5, 6 years ago we started doing that with great success, finding different vocalists, whether they participate in the choir here or they could just be an outlier student who decides they want to sing with a jazz band and they have an amazing voice, so that's a lot of fun. We're going to be doing the big concert the first Wednesday in June. We have a concert at Our Lady of the Cape Church in early April. I'm hoping we're going to throw something together in January, February. Favorite part of the process, I love the sight reading the chart. I love when you first pass out a chart and they can barely play it and you know, it's, oh, this is so rough, this is going to be so hard, and then we'll listen to a recording and then we'll try playing with a recording and then by the end, when they're performance ready, just to kind of compare and contrast where they started and where they ended up, that's a lot of fun. Graduating with seniors, keep playing. Keep listening to music. I do not expect all my students to go off to be professional musicians. I almost wouldn't want that. But there are a handful of students that do go off into music, and that's great. Enjoy it. I have no regrets doing that, being a music teacher. But I hope that students continue to have some element of music in their lives, whether it be listening to the type of music they've learned here or continuing to play. A lot of students will move back to Cape Cod or may move back to Cape Cod later in life. I encourage them to join the town bands, the community orchestras. They play music at a level that's similar to the high school and in some respects a little easier. They'd be able to play. So just keep playing, keep listening.